Hey everyone, Rajat here. A good resume or a CV is essential for getting all the right eyeballs from the right recruiters. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create a really good CV that catches eyeballs. Now, if you can have a look at my screen, you can see a CV. So this is a CV which I have used in order to job hunt in 2019, and I was able to land so many calls from the recruiters, and in fact I got 4 offers from really prestigious companies using this particular CV. Now I have redacted some information from the CV like my email address, contact information and work experience and education, because I think that information is not quite necessary for the purpose of this video, and instead I have filled that information with some filler information so that you guys can take this template and customize it to your own will. I am going to leave the link to this template in the video description in case you are curious enough to use this template for your own CVs or resume. Okay, so let's talk about what things you should really consider before or while creating a good CV. Now the very essential tip is keep your CV really short. Now if you can notice here, my CV is only 1 page long, and it is quite important for you to create a really short CV because recruiters are very busy person. You just want them to glance over quickly and glance in such a manner that they were able to extract all the relevant information about you in a matter of seconds. So if your CV is really short, it will really help them out in glancing over and extracting all the relevant information. Then keep a proper PDF of your resume. So use something like Google Docs in order to create a resume. So this template is coming from Google Docs. So the link is in the description. You may want to check that out. And if you can hover over these links, you can actually visit the website. So having a proper PDF document serves you really well, because if you have got hyperlinks in your CV and the recruiter is curious enough, he can just simply click on the hyperlinks and he will be taken directly to the destinations which you are managing, like your open source project or your website. So it will serve you really well to have a proper PDF document. Don't just print a CV and then scan it in order to create a PDF. In fact, directly export a PDF from Google Docs or Office if you are using one. Start with your contact information. So if I can zoom in, up top you get to see the contact information and the position I am interested in. So my name, the position I am interested in, and my contact information. So if a recruiter wants to contact you after glancing over your CV, he knows where to look for the information. Along with that, you should also include a link to your blog post if you write technical articles. And you should write technical articles because that shows that you are really caring towards your craft, and it also shows you that you know stuff beyond just the coding part. So you should maintain a technical blog. It can be a video blog or a text blog, but you should mention it over here. If you have a YouTube channel, you should also mention it here. Okay, then comes the work experience part. Now here you have to list down your experiences in a chronological order, which means that the latest work experience should be at the top and the earliest work experience should be at the very bottom of your work experience, right? So just include the current position you are holding or the positions you have held over the years along with the time period. As you can see here, that was my position and I held that position for that long, and under this thing you have to give a bulleted summary of what you actually did while you was at that particular position. So do not write walls of text, just write the highlight of your career while you were at that particular position. Like if you created some algorithms or you created or maintained a microservices, so just write the highlighted information about your roles and responsibility while being at that particular position, and do not write like paragraphs of text because nobody has got time to read all of that information. If you can see that I have put 2 positions over here, but if you have held more than that positions, maybe you want to skip the positions which are not relevant to the current job you are applying for. Also, if you are a fresher, you might not be having this sort of an experience to show. Instead, you can fill this section with some sort of extracurricular activities you have done related to coding, or if you have done any sort of freelancing, so you can mention freelancing over here and the time period, like from when to when, and under these bulleted points you can mention what sort of projects you have created and what sort of clients you have helped. Then comes the education part. Now keep this section really short. Just mention the highest degree you have or highest accolade you have when it comes to education. Okay, so if you have got masters, maybe you want to just give the information about your masters and your bachelors, and that is it. If you are a bachelor, then you should just mention your bachelor degree and that is it. If you are coming from a premium institute, then you should mention the name of your institute as well over here, because there are some employers who are only concerned about hiring candidates from premium institutes. So if you have graduated from a premium institute, make sure to mention your institute's name over here. Now in the education section, you should mention your branch along with the percentage of marks you have gotten. If you have got honors, then you can also mention honors over here and the year of your graduation. So from when to when were you at that particular university. Okay, so keep the education section really short. Then comes the technical skill thing. Now recruiters are mostly concerned about this section apart from the work experience section, because here they get to see the actual details, the juicy details about what this person knows, because most of the recruiters out there are not that technical. So they are basically keyword hunting. So they are just looking for some keywords. So let's suppose there is a technical team and they have given in a requirement to the recruiters in the organization that the organization should hire some JavaScript developers. So they give out this sort of requirement list over to the recruiters, and then these recruiters take in this requirement and then they start looking for keywords. So in the technical section, you should maintain 2 sections, as you can see here. I mean, these are just suggestions. You can do whatever you want to, but I'm just telling you what things have worked for me. So I created a tooling section which details all the skills or tools I know related to the job I'm applying for. So I was applying for a JavaScript position, hence under the tooling section I listed everything related to the JavaScript ecosystem, because if the recruiter was searching for a JavaScript developer, his or her technical team might have given him the list of technologies or things related to the JavaScript ecosystem. And if you can notice, these are things that are related to JavaScript. So the tooling section comes prior to the other section. Under the other section, you can give several other details like design pattern, algorithms. Now these things are very essential to any software developer's repertoire, but the recruiters, they are not actually concerned about these things unless they have been given such a requirement. But if you are applying for a company who looks or who is looking for some algorithmic developers, you already know in that particular case this algorithms part will jump over to the tooling section, because now the company in question is exactly looking for that sort of a thing. So under the tooling section, I have mentioned the things the recruiters were looking for or the things I wanted to get hired for, and all the other fluff I kept under the others heading. So you can use that sort of a strategy under technical skills section. Now the last part would be the side projects. Now these side projects give the recruiters an opportunity to understand you beyond the coding capabilities, because quite a lot of companies out there are now looking for developers who can think beyond code, who can think in terms of customer retention and client satisfaction and things like that. So if you can show some sort of side projects which you have created, it will be really great, because that shows your other side to the recruiter that this person can actually deliver, this person will actually take care of my clients, because he knows what it is to have some clients or some end users, right? So if you are maintaining some open source project, you can first of all provide a name and hyperlink it, so that if I click over this link, I will be taken directly to your project. Okay, then just give a layman term definition of what this project is all about. Okay, as you can see here, I have given the description in simple English so that everyone can understand, even if he or she may not be technical. And then in italic you can mention about the achievements this project has gotten. So here I have mentioned that it has gotten like more than 300 active users, so you can also mention the achievements of the project. So if you are maintaining an open source project, you may want to give the number of stars as the achievement. So do mention the side projects. So that is it, guys. These were all the tips that can help you out in creating a really good CV. In case you have any doubts or questions or any queries related to the stuff we have talked about, make sure to come ask in my Discord channel. In case you cannot ask in the Discord channel, I also have the link to my Twitter in the video description, so make sure you hit me up on Twitter. And if you really like this video, give this video a thumbs up, because that really motivates me to produce more stuff. And subscribe to Codelets YouTube channel in case you want to see more such videos. I see you guys over the next video. Bye.